Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, Round 11. And today's sketch was created by Nicole Santos, and it is super cute and colorful. I am going to scrap those two photos of my granddaughter, Hope, and I'm using Heidi Swap. It's like three collections, if not more, here. But I did look at the dates. And the dates that I was finding was 2013 and 14. So yeah, an older bunch of Heidi Swap. I know I haven't used this collection in a while. And I have, well, in fact, I don't think I even used either one of these chipboards at all, period. I have used some of the other stuff, but I've had, and those were the ones I looked at the date on. Um, I decided to use this yellow one, and instead of it just being a plain yellow, it's got like memorabilia kind of looking stuff on the back, or coupons, or tickets, or ledger looking things. It's got a lot of stuff, but it's so light that it's tone on tone, and it's hard to tell. And two, by the time I get the banners on there and the photos, you probably can't see that much of it anyway. That one, well, those two strips they look kind of like maybe they're bows in a row. They were already fishtailed, so I decided I was just going to go ahead and fishtail all of them and put them on here. So instead of the regular rectangles, I'm going to have the banners instead. Thought about cutting into a couple of 12 by 12 papers to make these banners, but I decided that I was just going to use scraps. So a couple of them I'm going to kind of really maneuver on this piece of paper here to get them to look like they're going across farther. And yeah, see how short that blue one is? I gotta make sure I cover the left hand side up with my photo so you cannot tell how short it is. Um, there was a sheet of acetate in there with the teal stripes, and so I've got to use that on my layout because I know it's been sitting there forever and I can't think of anything I'd want to use it for other than maybe a shaker, and then I'd probably die cut it in a different shape. So I decided to layer it, and layering it right behind these frames, you really couldn't see very much of it. So I am going to cut it and spread it out just a wee bit so I can see a little bit more on it because it is a pretty color. And I do like, I like any shade of green. And yeah, so I wanted it on here. Isn't it funny how you can pull things out because you don't want to get everything out? Well, I try not to because I pull enough out as it is. But you'll see something and you'll really want it on the layout. Whether you get anything else on the layout or not, you want that one thing on there. So I wanted this. There really isn't anything in the sketch going along like that behind the photos, but as soon as I seen it, I wanted it on the layout. My handy iris container. It had a bunch of vellum pieces too, and I'm going to be using a few on my layout. One, two, maybe it's just two I used on the layout. I could have sworn it was more though. Yeah, just two. And then I'm also going to use I guess it's acetate. Well, I don't know. It's harder. It's more like plastic because the thing I put behind the photos is more like the acetate that I have anyway. So those other things are like plastic. So I'm putting the plastic things and the vellum on there and acetate. So I have three different things that are, uh, you can see through them. And uh, the shiny stuff aren't my favorite things, but if I'm going to use them on the layout, I like color on there for sure. But since it is my goal to use at least one thing on a layout, every month for the whole year. I am pretty thrilled with the 2013 and 14 dates on all this stuff. I think some of it is older even though. Those little plastic letters, my goodness, they are so hard to staple down. You can sew them too. I've seen people sew them, but I wasn't going to sew them. And I'm using that little stapler, and then they want to move. By the time I pick it up to put that on there, they want to move. So I cut some of this out and made it look shorter because if they'd move and I'd set it down, straighten it, and pick it up again. Yeah, I made it look all professional and cut all that out. Uh, oh, this is my title. It's hashtag fun day. And then I thought I need to make it longer. So I had a hard time deciding where to put that day. I started at the end of the word and then move back, move back. So yeah, because I decided I'm going to have hashtag fun day at the zoo because she is at the zoo. She's just posing for a picture all nice and cute, but she's at the zoo. And my son has one of the lot newer phone than mine. Has one of those phones that has the moving pictures, live pictures they call it or something. And what's cool about them is you can screenshot them, which is what I did, and got two photos out of his one so I could put two photos on my layout. And I got two different expressions on her face. So, yeah, she's such a cutie. And y'all may notice that on the sketch, the title is in a different spot. Well, I needed that wider banner to put my title on, and it needed to be wide enough, and the ones on the right-hand side are not quite as long as most of the ones on the left-hand side. So I had to have my title over on the left-hand side to get it to work, because those letters are a pretty good size. Since I really enjoy making clusters on my layout, I decided to make a cluster on each of the banners that are showing. Like I said, a couple is kind of peeking out from behind the pictures, but the ones that you can see pretty good, I am making clusters on. And I am pulling from both the chipboard and then all the ephemera stuff that was in that big bag of stuff. Um, I wanted to put the hearts on there. There are stars on the sketch, and I like the stars. In fact, I'm going to put, well, I was looking at it a while ago, and I only put two stars. I pulled three and put them in the tray, but somehow I got around to finishing my layout and not having the third star on there. So y'all know I'll be going back in there with my layout and putting that third star on there because it'll bug me till I do. But I will do that after I get my video done and uploaded. My goal is to try to do one a day for at least 10 days to have it ready for when they come out in March. If I got that many done, I can keep up, and that's my goal. So, to keep my goal, and considering it is well after midnight, I am going to just go ahead and leave that star off for the moment. But visualize down there in the left hand corner, there's a next adventure. Well, it's not there yet. I'm looking at my layout instead of my video, but underneath the photos, that's where my star is going to go, my third star. It is smaller than the other two that's already on the layout, but yeah, that's where it's going to go. But while I am pilfering through that tray over there to see what all I have that I can use on my layout, well, I got sidetracked and pulled that smile out. I had it left over from another layout and had not put it up yet. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes it happens. Um, but while I'm doing all that, I want to mention that down there below you'll find a playlist for the entire month. So as everybody gets their layouts done, all they do is put it on the playlist, and it's there for you to watch to your heart's content because Christy will keep it forever. And I'm telling you this because the list gets really big and it takes you a while to watch them all. At least it does me. But I always have fun doing it, so that's okay. It's okay that it takes a while. Uh, oh, here I tried to pull something off the other chipboard. That one don't quite have the colors that I wanted, but I like the next adventure because that's what they were getting ready to do. They stopped at this waterfall thing and took a few photos, and the two older girls there, they just kept walking, so he took them from the back. But yeah, this was just a photo break. Gosh, I'm already adding the enamel dots to my layout. And trying to think of what I have after the enamel dots. Offhand, I don't remember, and I just did this layout. Oh yeah, I decided to add a couple of phrase stickers. I looked at everything that I had that was in this. Well, I didn't go back to the iris container. I looked at what I had sitting there. I probably should have went back to the iris container. And I thought, well, I need to fill in where that little label is up there. It does not have anything on it, and I thought I got to put something on it. So I pulled out this phrase sticker sheet, and it says sparkle, and then I'm gonna have one that says hashtag has my, and that one actually came off the chipboard sheet. But I looked at that phrase sticker sheet and I couldn't find any other word I wanted to use on this layout. So I glanced back over there and seen hashtag has my heart. And yeah, it won out super quick. I Let's see. I think those are the last things I do. I think. Oh, the geotag. I thought about putting it over there by Hope, and then I thought, no, I'm going to stick it over there by the smile. Just add a little something there, and I picked the one that had the star on it. I'm thinking the other one was more plain Jane. But that's it. That's my layout. And I had fun making it. It's a cute layout, cute sketch. And you could try your hand at the sketch and post it in the Facebook group, Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, or use hashtag DSLB11. I am not sure, but it will be down there below so that you can post it on Instagram. But if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. But have a happy scrapping week. Have fun checking out all these sketches and layouts. Bye.